There was a movie in 2013 called The Accidental Prime Minister, which was basically a hit job on the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, aided and abetted by his media advisor of 3 4 years, a guy called Sanjay Baru. It is very rare in Hindi cinema that a person who is a journalist is shown as a hero in a film. Although it is categorized as a documentary, but it was released as a commercial film. All the names that they used were the original names. There were no suggested names. All of them were original names. How it came about at a time when the person who was going to be affected most was the person who the film aimed to attack, don't know. Can't happen today, but at that time it was possible. I hope before he dies, Anupam Kher apologizes for the mimicry that he did of a great man, of a man who was the Prime Minister of this country. Whether he does it or not, I don't know, but it was really, really pathetic what Anupam Kher did. Trying to show, Maine ji. See, there's a difference between an actor and a mimic. If you're a mimic and you're doing a stand up comic routine, it's fine. Then it's okay. But if you're acting, then you can't try and. There's a difference between Sham Rangila doing a mimicry of the current Prime Minister and Vivek Oberoi playing the Prime Minister. That difference he didn't maintain. Anyway, coming back to the film, of course, it was directed, written by Vijay Ratnakar Gutte, whose father was a MLA, who later had ED raids also on him, I believe. But anyway, that's a different story. But it was written by Mayank Tiwari, Aditya Sinha, and Carl Dunn. I guess the Hindi dialogues are largely by Mayank Tiwari and Aditya Sinha because Carl Dunn is based out of UK. He wrote the English ones, English dialogues. It is not a bad film, first of all, let me tell you that. It has taken a lot of liberties with the truth and also with the book. So in this particular story also I'll tell you where the divergence comes. This story is about, this came in actually 2006 when Business Standard published a leaked letter by Sonia Gandhi to Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was the Prime Minister in 2006. He had been the Prime Minister for 2 years. And Dr. Manmohan Singh was trying to get a free trade agreement with ASEAN countries. So ASEAN countries, you have Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand. These countries are called the ASEAN countries. A group of 11 countries, if I remember correctly. Sonia Gandhi had written in that letter warning that it might not be good for India's farmers and so on and so forth. It was a private letter written by the chairman of the NAC to the Prime Minister and also the President of the Congress Party to the Prime Minister. But it was leaked. So in this film, the role of Sanjay Baru is played by the guy who's popular as Rahman Dakat these days. That is Akshay Khanna. And believe me, he played the role of Rahman Dakat in that also. The swag with which he was acting, you would not think that he is a media advisor, a lowly media advisor. He was acting like Rahman Dakat. He has in this dialogue कि कौन लीक कराता है वो मैं 1 घंटे में निकलवा लेता हूँ. That I can find out in an hour who leaked the letter. And he found out it was Jairam Ramesh. Jairam Ramesh is a Congress member for a long time now. So Jairam Ramesh is called to the Prime Minister's office and given a dressing down. And this is one of the few scenes in the film where Manmohan Singh is assertive. Very few scenes. I think probably the only scene. And it is not mentioned in the book. The book doesn't mention this. The book mentions that the letter was leaked by Jairam Ramesh, but that he was given a dressing down and all is not mentioned. What I liked was the concept that this dialogue introduces. So, as I said, this guy keeps breaking the fourth wall. I mean, Sanjay Baru played by Rahman Dakat or Akshay Khanna. He was playing Rahman Dakat here with the swag of a Dakat. He was a lowly media advisor. I mean, pardon my phraseology, nobody would even have given him a second glance. But the film shows him as some great man. So he says, मेरी एक बुरी आदत और थी. पीएम सर के खिलाफ कौन सा मिनिस्टर किसके कहने पर अखबार में खबर लीक करता है, मैं 1 घंटे में पता लगा देता था. 1 घंटे में. This guy comes and gives him a brief. He says, am I clear? Am I clear? It reminds me of Nathan R. Jessup in A Few Good Men. That assertive. Anupam Kher playing Manmohan Singh. Am I clear? This should not be repeated again. Am I clear? And he repeats, am I clear? Jairam Ramesh is trying to say, no, I didn't do it, sir. Somebody has given you wrong information. So he says, don't insult my intelligence. This should not be repeated. While Jairam Ramesh goes out, Sanjay Baru is coming in. So Sanjay Baru says, Sir, Jairam काफ़ी upset लग रहे थे. And then comes this beautiful dialogue. I agree with it because I am in that zone also. And if you're younger, you will also reach that zone. एक एज के बाद डांट खाने की कैपेसिटी कम हो जाती है. This comes exactly at 29 minutes and 29 seconds. That's the timestamp. If you want to watch it, it's available only on Z5. So you'll have to take a subscription and watch it. I think they were also the producers. So he says, एक एज के बाद डांट खाने की कैपेसिटी कम हो जाती है. What a beautiful line, and so true. This is from the 2013 film, The Accidental Prime Minister, and it's not a bad film. A lot of people at that point in time said it's a propaganda film and all, which all may be true. I'm not getting into all that. But one thing that I have a complaint against is Anupam Kher did a mimicry job, not an acting job. There were some liberties taken with the truth by Mr. Gutte in that, which is also fine. Everybody has a right to do it. But it's not a bad film. It's a watchable film, a very short film, barely 100 minutes, 105 minutes. You can watch it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a reasonable film. There are other films which have been hyped much more, which are not worth watching, but this is not bad. And this is a beautiful dialogue. At least watch this scene. एक एज के बाद डांट खाने की कैपेसिटी कम हो जाती है. So true.